bathroom. Hold on. Here it is.
Thank you very much. Oh, good choice. Good choice. No, you should try that. You're fine. Jill, thank you for coming forward. We've been looking for you if you hadn't noticed. We understand that you have been fighting at a caliber that is very impressive. The community has reached out to us with numerous examples of all the things you have done with your skills. And we have these stories. Know ye that we, Crepin and Christiana, King and Queen of Ansteorra, in consideration of prowess in the field of rapier combat, do by this our charter award to Gerald Furiball the award of the Sable Talent of Ansteorra.
Thank you, Emma Fairwell, for your wonderful art.
And we expect to see more from you. Queen's coming up soon, and I understand that you're looking for somebody. So maybe talk to some people. Thank you very much. For Bureau Scarverball, the newest holder of the Stable Talent of Ansteorra, Vivat!
Vivat!
Your Majesties would now welcome into their presence any that this is their first event.
We have one. Hold on, sorry. I think it's outside.
Oh, good. Yes. She's been in the kitchen.
How are you doing? I understand you did in the kitchen.
We have a tradition in our kingdom where when a new person comes and joins us for their first event, we want to give them something to take home and remember us by, and hope that they might come back with us. In this case, we have some A&S kits that have instructions and everything you need in order to learn a new art or skill. So we really hope that you'll take it home, complete the kit, and come back and show us in the future, because we'd really love to see what you've learned and done.
Thank you for joining us today.
The kids are just right over there. But before you go, wait, if you would please face the assembled crowd. Ansteorra, you're a newcomer.
Vivat!
Ansteorra has a tradition and an honor majesty award that is given out to all members of the society in Ansteorra that have served in the U.S. Armed Services. Would all members who hold the Sable Shield please rise and be recognized at this time. If there are any here present who have served in the U.S. Armed Forces who have not received their Sable Shield or need a replacement for their Sable Shield, please come forward at this time. For all holders of the Sable Shield who served in order for us to be free to play the game that we enjoy, Vivat!
Vivat!
Their Majesties have had a glorious reign. And at the conclusion of the glorious reign that they have had, they wish to honor many, many gentles that have helped them. I have a list of quite a few people. If you would please form a single file line in the middle of the aisle and come forward, we would love to recognize you. Their Majesties would now welcome into their presence Rosamond Nightingale, Rhiannon Birch Bryan, Arya, Randy's daughter, Patrick of Kilkenny, Signy Barca, Sigurd's daughter, Nicolette Dudil, Isabeau de Florence, Aki Silk, Brenna McDonald, Hennessy O'Donoghue, Amelo Lizette, Caitlin McKenna, Gabrielle DeLacy, Uric the Humble, Katrina of Coventry, Sigrid Sigmundsdottir, Winfrey Birch Llewellyn, Rafael Fernando Montis y Castillo, Leo Quinn of Somerset, Horacio Esisi, Genevieve de Dick, Roditz, Paula Corosova, Margarita Di Mantua, Thorsten Hipbreaker, Nessa Faulkner, Alejandro Ramirez Mendoza, 4 and 7 Digits, Drew Drake, Giselle DeDeer, Day Yugara Yudesarga, Elvira Al-Farajaga, Phil O'Shields, Pennico O'Brien, Nadja Rothbigger, Tom Schratt, Jason McPherson, Bastian Di Bretagna, Brian Williams.
They keep rotating.
Know ye that we, Crepin and Christiana, King and Queen of Ansteorra, in consideration of faithful service to the crown of Ansteorra, do by this our charter awarded to this entire list that I just read, the Golden Star of Ansteorra, with all responsibilities. Christiana Queen. So, as you saw, there were several people. There are actually more than what you probably heard who helped support us during this reign. That support could have been just a pat on the back and saying thank you, or providing a gift, providing our guests, whatever the case may be. I know I was terrific. Sometimes those ways can't be every day cannot be happy smiles and rainbows. And on those darkest days, you need your friends, you need these folks to help lift you back up again and set you back on the right path. And they did. A reign is a productivity. We need all of our populace. We need the support. We need happy smiling faces when they get awards. That's what uplifted us. And these folks helped us make that happen.
We absolutely could not be up here every weekend talking to all of you and recognizing the things throughout the kingdom without the support of these people and many more. So to all of them, thank you so very much, and everyone else who has helped us this reign, thank you so very much.
The reign of President Cristiano was not only a labor of love, but also really pretty to look at. So know ye that we, Crepin and Christiana, King and Queen of Ansteorra, in consideration of inspirational artistry, do by this our charter award unto Katrina of Coventry, Colfina Egglestarter, Isabella Coppola, Serena Odskar, Caitlin Ingen Rudley, Eden Gregory, Esther Von Winter, Focus of Border March, Jonathan of York, Aki Suf, Kaneko of Preyas, Rita Devasalter, Adina Frederiksdottir, Sidran Ibarga, Udata Navander, Ethan, a lot of Vikings. Ethan Ardarta, and Escalada de Grandi, Giselle de Beer, and Horacio de Sisi. The award of the Sable Floor of Ansteorra. With all the for the newest holders of the Sable Floor of Ansteorra. Vivat!
Vivat!
Her Majesty Christiana, the presence of Devon O'Donovan. And thank you so much for all the humor, all the for all the things you've done, providing scrolls, providing multiple scrolls, helping us out with all the organization, with giving out awards. You need a team that is there and is dedicated, especially when we give you things a little late. Taurus actually had a fine several times. Yeah. But you always took the stride. You always got the scrolls out, whether it did by, flying them there, getting them there, finding, a writer to write them to the event. Thank you so much. With that, I would like to. All shall know that we, Christiana, Regina Ansteorra, in consideration of special endeavors of service to the Crown of Ansteorra, do by this our charter bestow upon Devon Galen O'Donovan the Queen's Glove of Ansteorra.
A wonderful scroll by Emma Farewell.
For Devon O'Donovan, the newest holder of the Queen's Glove of Ansteorra. Vivat!
Vivat!
Her Majesty Christiana would now welcome into her presence the Duchess von Zell. Delightful friends. Wonderful gift coordinator and more desk coordinator helper. Thank you. I greatly appreciate it. From the night, both looked really good. I think we smoked the whole low point for gift giving at golfers. We greatly appreciate all you do. You were there for us not only for the gifts, but also for counsel. You made it much more fun and this ran a little bit lighter, especially for me. Wait, now you can do that again. That's good. Oh, sounds good. Through my first reign, I gave you one of my ones also. Because that, I was like, how would she be Well, one of your hands is always cold. So I thought, let me give you the other hand. So I have this. Oh, it's so cute.
Also know that we, Christiana, Regina Ansteorra, in consideration of special endeavors of service to the Crown of Ansteorra, do by this our charter bestow upon Everhardis Wanzel the Queen's Glove of Ansteorra.
Another wonderful scroll by Emma Farewell.
Thank you.
For the newest holder of the Queen's Glove of Ansteorra, Vivant!
Vivat!
Her Majesty does now welcome into her presence Lothar the easily amused.
And boy, will we abuse the entire record. Thank you so much for all that you've done for us. Keeping us in target, keeping the stuff there and there. I know sometimes we're thinking Sarah and I would have lost my mind. But thank you. Thank you so much for all the help that you gave. Thank you for making sure that any kind of logistics was taken care of, any kind of like travel was, things got done, things got back. Because I know we'll for all things. And for that, I'd like you to be really proud of us. Sorry, everyone.
Pray let all know that we, Christiana, Queen of Ansteorra, in consideration of special endeavors of service to the Crown of Ansteorra, do by this our charter bestow on Lothar the easily amused the Queen's Glove of Ansteorra.
Another wonderful scroll by Emma Farewell.
For Lothar the easily amused, who is holder of the Queen's Glove of Ansteorra, Vivat!
Vivat!
Her Majesty Christiana does now demand into her presence the Duke Wanzel, Ulstead the Unsteady.
Otherwise known as Brigadier General Reverse. You know, she just threw you out there because she's going to see what I'm going to do. I'm just telling you. Also, thank you so much. You have offered great counsel. You have always been there when we need you, not even the calls, and have that conversation about whatever might have been going on in the kingdom. I can count on you to give me good advice, to lead me well. Of course, sometimes I didn't take it, and that's fine. You never yell at me. That's what we're at, right? But thank you so much. And I know it was neither your decision nor direction to be our first Brigadier General, but you did a great job. Thank you very much for doing it. And
Pray let me, Christiana, Queen of Ansteorra, in consideration of the special endeavors of service to the Crown of Ansteorra, do by this our charter bestow upon Ulstead the Unsteady the Queen's Glove of Ansteorra.
Scroll by Syrid of Steps.
For Ulstead the Unsteady, the newest holder of the Queen's Glove of Ansteorra, Vivat!
Vivat!
Her Majesty Christiana does now welcome into her presence Sarah Ashton of York.
okay, this is one I'm going to probably cry about, so I'm going to delete you. With a pretty thing here, and then the pocket. Sarah, we have been friends, and I did hear you have been friends, certainly, for a length of time. And we have been friends, and it's now over years. You've been my constant friend. You have supported me when I was a mess, through the first rain, through several getting peerages and other activities that I don't mind that wrong with you. You set me straight. You kept me on the straight and narrow. You told me to buck up when it was time to get over certain things, and you supported me as we went through this road. You helped me make clothes. You helped me travel from the top of this kingdom right down to the bottom. With that, we have you.
All shall know that we, Christiana, Regina Ansteorra, in consideration of special endeavors of service to the Crown of Ansteorra, do by this by our charter bestow unto Sarah Ashton of York, the Queen's Glove of Ansteorra. It's hard to hide scrolls from the lady who's taking care of all the scrolls.
This scroll by Master Keyrus from Legion. Very.
For Sarah Ashton of York, the newest holder of the Queen's Glove of Ansteorra. Vivat!
Vivat!
Her Majesty does now welcome into her presence Ansteorra the Furious.
You also have been instrumental in our reign. I don't know if everyone sees, but all of our newcomers go over to the side after every time we call them up, and she is shepherding them to a little token that we hope will inspire them to continue with us, to do a little project of the NCA, to bring back and to show us. Yes, it might be a little teaser for them to come to the next event. That's what we do for retention. That's what we do for inspiring others to come. And you have always done that. You have been steadfast. You have helped out in every way possible, including that most important way of getting those out. And I would like to recognize you.
All shall know that we, Christiana, Regina Ansteorra, in consideration of special endeavors of service to the Crown of Ansteorra, do by this our charter bestow upon Ansteorra the Furious, the Queen's Glove of Ansteorra.
Thank you, and a farewell. You're wonderful artwork.
For Ansteorra the Furious, newest holder of the Queen's Glove of Ansteorra. Vivat!
Vivat!
His Majesty King Crepin would now welcome into his presence Rhiannon First Brian.
Mr. Smith, you have welcomed me into your home, taking your time to teach me how to make Elizabethan clothing for myself, which I have done, and although it was far simple compared to the grand and glorious things that you made, it made me feel like I could learn to do anything. In addition to that, when you offered to make me some clothing, and I said I wanted to shine, you made it happen twice this spring with amazing outfits for me that I'm going to cherish for years to come, as well as your friendship. Thank you so very much.
Be it known by all that we, Crepin, King of Ansteorra, in consideration of special endeavors of service to the Crown of Ansteorra, do by this our charter bestow upon Rhiannon First Brian of Ansteorra.
Lady Isabel Rodrigo, bearing a border march. Thank you very much for your artwork.
For Rhiannon First Ryan, newest holder of the King's Gauntlet of Ansteorra. Vivant!
Vivant!
His Majesty Crevin would now welcome into his presence Randy Robertson.
Randy, we have attended 24 events this spring. I'm not sure if you're aware, but we drove over 10,000 miles together throughout the kingdom and the world. And at all of those places, you have been there to unload things, to set things up, to tear them back down at the end, never asking for anything. Always willing to do whatever was needed. And whenever someone said, hey, what about this? I always knew if I ever needed it, I could say, no problem, Brandy will take care of that, just let me know. It is not possible to do what we do up here without friends like you. Thank you so much.
Be it known by all that we, Crevin, King of Ansteorra, in consideration of special endeavors of service to the Crown of Ansteorra, do by this our charter bestow upon Sir Randy Robertson the King's Gauntlet of Ansteorra. His Majesty King Crevin does now welcome into his presence the Honorable Lady Tally Toledano.
So, 24 events, 10,000 miles. You were here every single time, obviously. Every once in a while, you just need to be a little selfish. You just need to throw a little tantrum, make a little fuss, and have someone be like, it's okay. Tally was that for me. Whenever something didn't go right, or seemed like the world couldn't possibly happen, I knew I always had you there to provide that for me. If I didn't like my water and just wanted to throw it out so that I could get more because I was upset about something else, no complaints. You just let me have my little tantrum off to the side. Much needed. Thank you so much. You have been a wonderful friend.
Be it known by all that we, Crevin, King of Ansteorra, in recognition of special service to the Crown of Ansteorra, do by this our charter, just bestow upon Tally Toledano the King's Gauntlet of Ansteorra. For Tally Toledano, the newest holder of the King's Gauntlet of Ansteorra. Vivant!
Vivant!
His Majesty King Crevin does now welcome into his presence Honor Dubois.
So we gave out awards at 20 events this spring. It was fantastic. We set out with a wonderful goal of getting awards to our tribal team like more than a week in advance, so they would have wonderful amounts of time. And that went well. But even if it was literally the night before the event, and I said, wait, but we want this too, I never had to question whether or not we would get recognition out to these people who deserve it so much. I always knew I would be able to message you and say, hey, I need you to make this scroll. Please don't let Devin know we're giving it to him. I can't put it on the list. And by the way, this is tomorrow that we wanted this scroll. I had it on last week's list, but I deleted it before he saw it this time. That happened. Thank you so much for all the amazing effort that you have gone through and for always being at us at the events. Even though your job contribution was being one of our staples roles, you have always been here to help out, to lend a smiling face. That means so very, very much.
Know ye that we, Crepin, King of Ansteorra, in consideration of special endeavors of service to the Crown of Ansteorra, give by this our charter, awarded to honor de Bois, the award of the King's Gauntlet of Ansteorra.
Very wonderful school. Thank you for your contribution.
For honor de Bois, the newest holder of the King's Gauntlet of Ansteorra. Vivant!
Vivat!
Your Majesties, I can't take this anymore. I am Brian O'Leary, a Lion of Ansteorra, defender of the dream, and I enter your court unbidden. We've gone this entire reign. I heralded your last reign, I heralded your last reign, and I haven't got to read one award. Let me do one. Can I please do, I beg a boon, can I read one scroll?
I will allow one scroll.
His Majesty is magnanimous. Be gone. God, that feels right. His stellar majesty demands before him Torrent 7 stitches.
Oh, that's Errol of mine. Yeah, 20 ports. 20 ports. 20 ports. Well, 20 events with ports. Some of them, I mean, put them in one port, 3 ports in one day. That's quite a ride. And the whole 10,000 miles, 9,000 of which she drove bus way. The other 1,000, I think, was just me parking places. I was very excited when you accepted the position as herald. I thought that you would enjoy it, and it was fun, and that will be that. You have shown not just that you enjoy it, but you excel at it. You have really made these courts wonderful for us, and I believe for our populace.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. For the hours of work you do at home before every single event, making sure all of this happens smoothly and orderly, because trust me, if it was up to me, it wouldn't be. Thank you. You've been amazing.
Be it known by all that we, Crepin, King of Ansteorra, in consideration of the special endeavors of service to the crown of Ansteorra, do by this our charter bestow upon Torrent 7 stitches, the King's Gauntlet of Ansteorra.
Thank you, Ewan Blackpool from Border March for this amazing scroll. Oh, and if I didn't mention it, also thank you for making all of the gauntlets that I gave out today, save the one that I'm giving to you. And all that free time you had preparing for court.
For the newest holder of the King's Gauntlet, Torrent 7 stitches. Viva!
Vivat!
Your Majesties now call forth the knights and all masters of arms who have sworn fealty to the crown.
To my brother and sister knights, thank you for your steadfast service to our kingdom. I release you from your oath to me as king, but remind you that you are always in fealty to the crown and kingdom. Serve our successors as you have served me. To those master at arms who have sworn fealty during our reign, we thank you for your trust and service. We release you from your oath you serve to us, but ask you continue to serve the crown and kingdom as befits your rank and station. Thank you. You have our leave.
Their Majesties now call for those members of the Order of the Laurel who have sworn fealty.
Earl, we thank you so much for your art, for your wise counsel, for all that you have done for this kingdom to make it beautiful, to make it artful, and to bring some joy, I know, to my life, and as one of your sisters. I definitely appreciate you. We release you from your oath sworn to us and ask that you continue to serve the crown and the kingdom as befits your rank and station. Thank you so much.
Their Majesties now call for those members of the Order of the Pelican who have sworn fealty.
Here we are again.
O Lord Squad, we thank you for your trust and service. We release you from your oaths you swore to us, but ask that you continue to serve the crown and kingdom as befits your rank and station.
Thank you all.
Their Majesties now call for those members of the Order of Defense who have sworn fealty.
Pastors and Vince, thank you so much for your wise counsel during this grade. You have given of yourselves, you have fought well, you have brought honors to Ansteorra, and we thank you. We release you from your oath sworn to us and ask that you serve the crown and the kingdom as befits your rank and station. Wishing all of you great and awesome. Thank you so much.
Their Majesties now call for those members of the Order of the Mark who have sworn fealty.
Thank you so much for everything you guys have done this spring. It's been amazing going out and seeing all of your contributions. We thank you for your trust and service. We release you from the oaths you swore to us, but ask that you continue to serve the crown and kingdom as befits your rank and station. Have our leave.
Their Majesties now call for those members of the royal family who have sworn fealty.
Royal family members, thank you so very much. Tessa, thank you very much for your counsel also. We thank you greatly for all that you have given us this reign, all the counsel, all the support. At this time, we release you from your oath and ask that you continue to serve the kingdom and the crown of Ansteorra as befits your great reign. Thank you so very much.
Their Majesties do now call forth the landed nobility of Ansteorra.
I'll be on camera.
Your Excellencies, your service to your barony is incredible. We thank you for serving our populace and the kingdom. We release you from your oaths you swore to us, but remind you that you are always in field to the crown and kingdom for the land you hold in fee. Serve our successors as you have served us. We have our leave and our thanks.
Thank you and your populaces for all of your work and help. Continue to serve strong. Thank you.
At this time, their Majesties do now release their Highnesses of Vinheim from their oath of fealty.
To all those members of the populace who have sworn fealty during our reign, we thank you for your trust and your support. We release you from the oaths that you have sworn to us as crown, but ask that you continue to support our heirs and successors in the future. Thank you so much.
Your Majesties do now call forth the greater officers of state.
Our officers work incredibly hard to make the kingdom function. Without their efforts, much of which is unseen, we would not be able to share the dream. Thank you for your service and sacrifice. At this time, we release you from your oaths to us as crown, but not from your oath of service to the kingdom. Continue to serve this great kingdom with our appreciation and support.
Thank you all. Thank you.
Her Majesty now calls the Order of the White Scarf of Ansteorra.
White Scarf, thank you so much for all of your counsel, for your friendship, for helping me clothing and other things. And all the things that you have provided during this reign. I could not have done this without you and your support. I greatly appreciate all that you do for this kingdom, for your pets, for the rate of your community. I wish you all well. At this time, I'm set. Yes.
This white scarf is a symbol that represents love and affection between the order, the crown, between the queen, and the greater community. I really think we will now pass this hand in hand. The entire order has given you their affection, their love, to sustain you through this reign. And we will guard this white scarf and present it to you. No matter what happens at the back of the hall.
Thank you very much. I hold this in trust. I do love my heir. She will do great by you. And thank you very much for your service. I release you from her. Thank you.
Their Majesties now call forth the following champions. Royal Hunter, Mrs. Caitlin McKenna. Royal Blade, Master Theodore Nicolette Gorovitz. Holder of the King's Blade of Chivalry, Kobat Ashi Milputaro. Holder of the Queen's Blade of Honor, Master Orazio Giassisi. King of Middle Eastern Dance Champion, Dominique Michel de Vasseur and Torrance Sedentitious. Kingdom Artisan, Mistress Elizabeth de Salisbury. Premier Bard, Mistress Katrina of Coventry.
We thank everyone. We thank everyone for their service as champions to ourselves and to this kingdom. We ask that you continue to serve our successors until a new champion is able to be determined.
And thank you for all the help and course and doing so well. It was amazing.
Your constant presence at our side. Yes.
Her Majesty now calls into her presence Ansteorra Lorenzenson, the Queen's champion.
There's not much more I can say, but thank you so much. Every time I turned around, you were always there. You gave me great counsel. You brought your family, you brought your friends to support me in several different ways, and I greatly thank you. And because of that, I made a special one for you. That would when you were here as my it's cake. We share a bond of cake. So, thank you so very much. And I will finish everything. Everyone's finished with it.
Pray let all know that we, Christiana, Queen of Ansteorra, in consideration of special endeavors of service to the Crown of Ansteorra, do by this our charter bestow upon Ansteorra Lorenzenson the Queen's Glove of Ansteorra.
One school like that.
I thought that you will serve her in our hair until she finds her. Thank you so much. Thank you.
For Ansteorra Lorenzenson, the newest holder of the Queen's Glove of Ansteorra, Vivat!
Vivat!
His Majesty does now summon into his presence Mistress Marjorie Gilroy, the King's champion.
That's fire Marjorie, you have been constantly at my side, being everywhere I needed you to be. In the thick of battles, you were there to stand by me, to keep me protected, and when I was ready to just watch, you were ready to charge forth with expel energy upon our foes. You've been constantly at my side, getting me what I need, making sure I had the companionship and laughter and so much chocolate peanut butter candy. You have been an amazing champion. I could not ask for a better friend. At this time, though, I have to release you from your oath to me. But thank you very much for your steadfast devotion, constant companionship.
Be it known by all that we, Crepin, King of Ansteorra, in consideration of special endeavors of service to the Crown of Ansteorra, do by this by charter bestow upon Marjorie Gilroy the King's Gauntlet of Ansteorra. Marjorie Gilroy, the newest holder of the King's Gauntlet of Ansteorra. Vivat!
Vivat!
Now I'd like to say to our entourage and retainers, thank you. At this time, we release you from our service with our immense gratitude.
Thank you for everything you have done for us. We said it several times, but we could not do this without each and every one of you.
Your Majesty, last week you made me a Lion of Ansteorra. It is my duty at this time to ask you for the sort of state that your reign is finished.
Oh, great Lion, someone who has inspired me countlessly from moving here. Thank you for the trust that you and your order have shown in us, in allowing us to wield this sword with honor, with compassion, to defend our great populace.
Your Majesty, you have made this kingdom stronger in war and peace. This crown has served us well. Except don't you work 10 more years in one day.
Their Majesties now summon the Order of the Rose.
Roses, I ask, as a part of our tradition, that you hold safe the symbol of our queen until the rightful holder makes herself known. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your counsel. I greatly appreciate it. Ansteorra, thank you so much for this opportunity to serve you. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for being a part of the experience. I hope we made your lives just a little bit better. My dear King, thank you for this opportunity that you have provided me. My first reign kind of ended kind of flatly. This reign has ended beautifully. I thank you for everything that has happened during these like 10 months. It's been hard, it's been great, it's been a learning experience. I must say that once we depart this day, that you will need to keep doing your documentation and making sure that you're getting ready for work. During reign, you did not have to do your documentation. That ends in about, let's see, an hour. So, yeah, let's get on that now. I do thank you for all the things, and I know you will go on to even better heights.
Truly, it is a great joy that I have had to reign in Ansteorra. But it is not something that ever I would do alone. I truly hope that I have made this half as wonderful for you as you have made it for me. Thank you so much for everything you've done.
For Queen Christiana, second of her name, Vivat!
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 Huzzah!
Huzzah!
good people of Ansteorra, before I laid this crown aside, I would speak one final time as your king. These past months, you have entrusted me with your hopes, your labors, and your dreams. I have stood beside you on the fields, in the halls, and around the fires, and in every place I have seen the true strength in this kingdom, not in steel, nor in gold, but in you. You are the reason Ansteorra shines. Your honor, your generosity, your courage. These are the treasures of this realm. To have served you, even for so brief a time, has been a great honor in my life. As I set this crown down, I do so with pride in what we have shared and with faith in what comes next. Support those who follow you as you have supported us. Stand beside them as you have stood beside me. And together, continue to dream, to build this dream that we all hold so dear.
For King Crepin, third of his name, Vivat!
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 Huzzah!
Huzzah!
With these words does now close the ultimate court of their stellar majesties, Crepin and Christiana, King and Queen of Ansteorra. Vivat Prince!
Vivat Prince!
Vivat Princess!
Vivat Princess!
Vivat Rex!
Vivat Rex!
Vivat Regina!
Vivat Regina!
Vivat Ansteorra!
Vivat Ansteorra!